Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Kashif, just someone who loves telling stories. I try to make videos to reach that little space in your heart where forgotten feelings live. Because sometimes all it takes is a frame to remind us what it means to feel. This one is really close to my heart. It's about our family car, the one that has seen it all with us. Not just a ride, but a memory box on wheels. This car, Maruti 800, it has witnessed half of my Abbas life, and now it quietly watches mine. From 1988 till today, it has stayed, not just as a vehicle, but as a vessel of memories no diary could hold, a keeper of memories no camera could capture. It's special not because it's vintage, but because it holds pieces of us in its worn out corners. It remembers the things that we have forgotten. It holds the silence between our laughter, the breath we took before every journey. It remembers the songs we didn't realize were becoming part of our story. It has aged with us, and somewhere in its rust and rattle, it remembers. My father drove this car the day he brought my mother home after her ruksati. Since then, it has carried more than just passengers. It has carried love, arguments, prayers, groceries, and sometimes just silence. When I sit in it now, alone, hand on the steering wheel, engine off, I can hear the echoes, the chaos, the calm, the lives lived within these four doors. The dashboard, not just a surface of buttons and meters, but the place where Abba used to keep his important things. Tied with a thread, a plate of Ayatul Kursi on the rear view mirror. It hung there for years like a quiet protector, absorbing prayers whispered in traffic and duas made in silence during long drive home. This mirror, it once reflected the eyes of a younger version of me, sitting in the back seat, all sleepy, watching my parents' silent conversations play out between glances exchanged and words never said. The ORVMs, crooked now but still hanging on. The fabric on the seats is torn now, but if you sit long enough, you can still feel echoes of the little jumps and kicks we made as kids during speed bumps. The fights over window seats, the sticky remains of spilled chai. The steering wheel, cracked and faded, but still firm in my grip. Every time I hold it, it feels like I'm shaking hands with every version of myself. The child who sat in the front seat with wonder, the teenager learning to drive, the adult now sitting in silence, listening to a symphony of memories. And yes, I learned to drive in this very car, carefully, respectfully, without a single scratch. Because some things are too sacred to harm. Okay. And then, there's this scent, that subtle mix of the car's fabric, the perfume, the one Abba always wore. I wear it now, and every time I do, I'm transported to simpler days, to backseat naps, to laughter over cracked windows, to drives that did not need a destination. That fragrance, it feels like home. The old cassette player that used to sit right in the center. It's not there anymore, replaced with a modern one, but back then it was everything. A drawer of brown magnetic tape and memories. There were only a few cassettes, those old songs crackling, warm, and full of feeling. They were not just tunes, they were time. They were a part of our growing up, echoing through the speakers while life quietly passed us by. They played on repeat, same tune, same voice until it became the background score of our lives. It's like the car itself is humming. I remember that one song I would play on repeat. It wasn't about the lyrics, it was about how it made the car feel like home.
चिट्ठी आई है आई है चिट्ठी आई है चिट्ठी आई है आई है चिट्ठी आई है चिट्ठी आई है वतन से चिट्ठी आई है.
Even right now, I hear it like it's playing in the wind. People ask why I still keep it, why I haven't let it go, but it's not about collecting vintage things, it's not about the old metal or faded paint, it's about the soul that lingers in it. like a dusty old phonograph that once played someone's favorite song, an old handycam that holds the last recorded voice of someone who's gone, a grandfather's walking stick still standing in the corner of a room, a photo album with worn edges capturing childhoods we no longer remember clearly. This car is a time capsule, and when you look closely, really look, you see the story it carries. Maybe it's the same story your parents left. Maybe it's the same road you are on now. Because sometimes certain objects outlive people but carry their essence. And when we hold them, or sit in them, or remind them, they speak to us. They really do. Not in words but in memories, in fragments, in flashes of a life that once was, that once we were living. They tell stories that no book will ever write, stories that no one else will fully understand except the ones who lived them. So, no, it's not just a car, it's a keeper of moments, a quiet storyteller, a witness to love, to loss, to life itself. And as long as the air breathes through me, this car stays.